We're in a brand new era of making music, no doubt about it. These incredible AI tools have basically put a full studio, a symphony orchestra, and a world-class session band right at our fingertips. But this amazing new power, it comes with a hidden risk, one that could be a real career ender. So you gotta ask yourself this question, and I mean every creator, from the bedroom producers to the seasoned pros, is your next big idea actually original? Because in this world of generative AI, that's not a guarantee anymore. What you think is a totally fresh idea might actually be a ticking time bomb. And here's the heart of the problem. AI models, well, they're trained on these huge libraries of existing copyrighted music. And sometimes they don't just learn from it, they literally memorize it. Now, when the AI spits that memorized piece back out into your song, guess who's on the hook legally? It's not the AI company, it's you. So, what does this all really look like for a creator today? Honestly, it's like we're watching a collision course between two massive opposing forces. And it's creating this brand new kind of copyright minefield that is just harder than ever to get through safely. See, on one side, you have this absolute explosion of AI music tools, just pumping out millions of songs. But on the other side, you've got platforms like Spotify and YouTube using these increasingly aggressive automated filters to police every single thing that gets uploaded. And what that means is your original AI-assisted track, it could get flagged and taken down before anyone even gets a chance to hear it. All of this, it kind of forces us to step back and ask, what does originality even mean anymore? That line between being inspired and just straight up infringing, it's getting blurrier by the day. And the consequences for crossing it are getting way more severe. There's actually a technical term for this, training data memorization. Okay, think of an AI music model like a student. Now, instead of just learning music theory, sometimes it's like it photocopied a few pages from a textbook and tried to pass them off as its own notes. That's memorization. It's when an AI spits back a half-remembered piece of a song it was trained on. And look, this isn't just some theory. In a recent legal filing, Suno AI themselves said their training data includes, well, basically everything. The entire musical internet. This just perfectly illustrates the whole black box problem, right? You have no clue what's inside the AI you're using, which means you have no idea what risks it might be passing on to you. And this is where there's a huge disconnect. As a creator, you're sitting there thinking, I'm making something totally new. But from a legal perspective, if an AI generated the core melody and harmony, it might not even be eligible for copyright. The law just sees a machine's output, not a human's creative work. And hey, this isn't just an AI problem. This quote here, it points to something producers call the splice trap. It's a huge headache. You can use a perfectly legal, totally royalty-free loop from a site like Splice, but if a major artist used that same loop in a hit song, their track gets registered in Content ID. Then, your song gets automatically flagged for infringing on their song, even though you both use the exact same legal source. It's maddening. The stakes here are just incredibly high. We are talking about real, tangible, career-damaging stuff. Purely AI works can't be copyrighted, which means no royalties from Spotify, no ASCAP checks. You could get rejected from publishers, banned from platforms, and even worse, face super expensive lawsuits for copyright infringement you didn't even know you committed. Okay, so that's the minefield. It's a lot, I know. It's a pretty daunting picture. But what if you had a map? What if you had a way to check your work for all these hidden dangers before you put it out into the world? Well, this is where the idea of a pre-flight check for your music comes in. And that's exactly what MelodyCompare is designed to be. Think of it as a form of independent originality insurance for your music. It is a tool built specifically for this new era, to give you a way to verify your work and protect your career. Now, what's absolutely crucial is that this isn't another gatekeeper. Unlike the filters that distributors use, MelodyCompare is a private, totally confidential, safe sandbox. It doesn't report you to labels or platforms. It doesn't create a flag on your record. It just gives you the answers you need to find and fix potential issues before anyone else ever hears them. So, how does it actually work? Well, to get that, you need to know that MelodyCompare goes way, way beyond the standard audio fingerprinting that tools like Shazam use. It's a completely different way of thinking about and analyzing music. This really breaks it down. Standard Content ID. That's kind of like a spell checker looking for an exact word that's been copied and pasted. MelodyCompare, though, it's more like a literary analyst. It can tell if your writing style, your sentence structure, your core themes are suspiciously close to another author's, even if the exact words are different. It analyzes the compositional DNA, the core musical ideas, to find substantial similarity, which is what really matters in a copyright dispute. And this is what that analysis actually looks like. It's a similarity matrix. So imagine your song is laid out along the bottom and that a song from a huge database is on the side. Every single pixel shows how similar those two moments are. See that bright yellow band? That's a warning light. It's pointing you directly to a section of your track that has a really high melodic similarity to something that's already out there. So you see, this isn't just about avoiding lawsuits. It's about building this safety check right into your creative process, so you have the freedom to experiment without being afraid. So here's how it fits right into your workflow. First, you compose your track, whether that's in Logic or Ableton or an AI tool like Suno. Then, before you even think about uploading, you run it through MelodyCompare. If it flags a high-risk section, you can just tweak the melody, maybe change a few chords to make it more unique, and then you can release it, knowing with confidence that you've done your due diligence. And this kind of protection, it's vital for everyone. For you AI creators, it takes the legal gamble out of using these powerful black box tools. And for all the traditional musicians out there, it gives you forensic proof of your originality. It's like a shield against all those false positives and frustrating takedowns from overzealous algorithms. It's your evidence that your work is, in fact, your own. At the end of the day, all of this, it really just comes down to one core feeling. It's about changing how you feel when you sit down to create, and especially how you feel when you get ready to share your work with the entire world. Just think of it like this. It's the creative partner that removes fear from two of the scariest moments for any artist, staring at that blank page and hitting that final upload button. It lets you focus on the art, not the anxiety. Because in this new era where algorithms and legal risks are literally everywhere, creative confidence can't just be a state of mind anymore. It has to be a tangible tool in your arsenal, one that empowers you to create freely and to create safely. So the final question is really for you. In a world of AI-generated content and automated enforcement, protecting your work, well, it's your responsibility. So are you ready to truly own your originality?